Please allow me to elaborate on the profound insights presented, expanding upon each point with the depth and detail it deserves, aiming to paint a comprehensive picture of intimacy that transcends mere physical act and delves into the realms of emotional connection, understanding, and sustained pleasure. My intention is to transform this foundational advice into a rich tapestry of knowledge, carefully weaving together nuanced explanations and illustrative scenarios, ensuring each paragraph offers substantial food for thought without resorting to the prohibited symbols and maintaining the specified length requirements. The pursuit of a truly fulfilling marital experience, particularly within the intimate sphere, is an art form, a delicate dance that requires more than brute force or a ticking clock mentality. It is a journey of discovery, a continuous learning process that prioritizes connection, communication, and a deep-seated respect for the partner's unique landscape of sensation and desire. The initial statement, questioning whether the true secrets lie not in strength but in the dexterous application of fingers and tongue, serves as a powerful and perhaps startling introduction to a realm often shrouded in assumption and misconception. This is not to diminish the role of passion or physical exertion, but to reframe them within a broader context of thoughtful engagement. The assertion that a staggering 99% of men repeatedly falter in their approach, leading to a partner's unfulfilled yearning for profound pleasure, is a stark indictment of a prevalent, yet often unacknowledged flaw in sexual education and practice. This repeated failure isn't typically born of malicious intent, but rather from a lack of comprehensive understanding, a misplaced focus on perceived performance metrics, and an absence of education concerning the intricate biological and emotional responses that characterize female arousal and satisfaction. The journey towards mutual climax is not a sprint to the finish line. It is a marathon of anticipation, exploration, and synchronized sensation, where the preparatory stages are as vital, if not more so, than the culmination itself. This initial misstep, this premature engagement with the primary act without adequate groundwork, creates a deficit that can be incredibly difficult to overcome, often leaving both partners feeling a sense of incompletion or disappointment, even if unspoken. The information I aim to convey today is designed to dismantle these ingrained misconceptions, offering a pathway towards a more profound and mutually gratifying intimate connection, one that nurtures not only physical release, but also emotional bonding and lasting intimacy. The home environment, often the primary locus of early learning, frequently avoids such explicit discussions, leaving young individuals to navigate these complex waters with limited guidance. Similarly, peer conversations, while sometimes open, can be prone to misinformation, bravado, or a lack of genuine insight into the nuances of sexual response. Therefore, the understanding gleaned from a frank and thorough exploration of these matters holds the potential to fundamentally alter one's approach to intimacy, fostering an experience that is not only memorable but profoundly satisfying for the partner, leading to an enduring sense of appreciation and connection that resonates long after the physical act has concluded. This exploration is not about exposing shame, but about illuminating knowledge, providing the tools necessary for a richer, more harmonious marital life, and demystifying aspects of human sexuality that are often misunderstood or avoided due to societal discomfort. The fundamental miscalculation many men make, often at the very outset of an intimate encounter, is the pervasive mindset that prioritizes rapid initiation and swift conclusion above all else. This singular focus, a kind of mission-accomplished mentality, completely overlooks the crucial element of the partner's experience: their gradual ascent into a state of heightened arousal and receptivity. A woman's body does not operate like a simple on-off switch. It is a complex ecosystem of physiological and psychological responses that unfurl with a certain cadence, a rhythm dictated by a cascade of hormonal shifts, increasing blood flow, and the intricate interplay of nerve endings. The concept of pleasure, in this context, is not a sudden eruption, but a slowly building crescendo, an emergent property of sustained engagement and attentive exploration. The more time invested in the preliminary stages, in the art of seduction and stimulation beyond the purely genital, the more profound and multi-layered the pleasure becomes. This extended duration is intrinsically linked to the deepening of the emotional bond. Patience in this scenario is not merely a virtue, it is a potent catalyst for intimacy, fostering a sense of security, trust, and emotional resonance that amplifies the physical sensations. When men bypass this crucial preparatory phase, rushing headlong into the principal act without laying the fertile groundwork where true enjoyment germinates, they inadvertently sabotage the potential for mutual ecstasy. This oversight is not born of a desire to deprive their partner, but often stems from a deeply ingrained societal conditioning that equates sexual prowess with speed and directness. The true artistry of intimacy, however, lies not in the swift execution of a singular act, but in the meticulous cultivation of an environment where pleasure can flourish organically. This includes a thorough understanding of what constitutes foreplay, a term that itself often fails to capture the breadth and depth of its significance. Far from being a mere prelude, foreplay is the very engine of arousal, the crucial period of connection and stimulation that primes the body and mind for deeper engagement. It is during this phase that the intricate pathways of desire are awakened, that the emotional barriers begin to dissolve, and that a profound sense of anticipation is cultivated. The underestimation and subsequent neglect of this vital stage is, therefore, a significant misstep, a squandering of the most powerful tools available for achieving genuine and lasting satisfaction for both partners. It is within these unhurried moments of touch, exploration, and sensual communication that the seeds of true pleasure are sown, leading to a far more rewarding and connected experience. The deliberate and skillful application of one's fingers and tongue serves as the master key to unlocking a symphony of responses within a partner's body, initiating a gradual yet potent cascade of physiological signals that prepare her for a deeply fulfilling experience. This is not a passive reception of stimulation, but an active engagement where her own body begins to hum with anticipation and readiness. As these sensitive areas are caressed, explored, and lovingly stimulated, the body's natural mechanisms kick into gear. Blood flow to the pelvic region significantly increases, engorging tissues and heightening sensitivity, a process that is both physically pleasurable and psychologically arousing. This enhanced circulation also promotes a state of deep physical relaxation, easing tension and opening the body to receive pleasure more fully. Crucially, this meticulous attention to detail also triggers the body's natural lubrication, a vital element that transforms the potential for discomfort or friction into an experience of smooth, gliding pleasure. This natural lubrication is a testament to the body's inherent design for intimacy, and its presence is a direct response to sustained and appropriate stimulation. However, when this foundational period of preparation is either truncated or entirely omitted, the transition to the main act can be jarring. Instead of a seamless flow into pleasure, the body may still be inadequately prepared, leading to a range of negative experiences. What should be an occasion of profound connection and enjoyment can instead devolve into discomfort, irritation, or even a sense of raw sensation that lacks the desired depth. This abrupt shift can create a feeling of being rushed or unloved, effectively extinguishing the burgeoning flames of desire and leaving the partner feeling disconnected rather than fulfilled, thus prematurely concluding the potential for extended mutual pleasure and intimacy for the duration of the encounter. The crucial realization is that the body needs to be coaxed, nurtured, and prepared. It cannot be simply commanded into a state of readiness. This careful cultivation is what distinguishes a perfunctory act from a truly intimate and deeply satisfying connection. There exists a particular nexus of sensation, a focal point within the female anatomy that holds an almost unparalleled capacity for eliciting profound pleasure, yet it remains astonishingly misunderstood and frequently mishandled by a vast majority. This is not a point to be approached with aggression or force, but rather with a delicate touch, an inquisitive spirit, and an abundance of patience. For many, this area is either entirely overlooked in the rush towards conventional genital stimulation, or it is approached with an ignorance of its unique sensitivity, leading to results that are far from optimal. The truth, however, is that a comprehensive understanding and respectful engagement with this specific zone can fundamentally redefine the entire landscape of intimate pleasure for a woman. It is not a part that responds to brute strength or rapid repetitive motions. Instead, its capacity for sensation is awakened through a more nuanced and gradual approach. The key lies in understanding its intricate physiology and its inherent sensitivity. This area craves gentle exploration, a slow unfolding of pleasure, and a sustained focus that allows the sensations to build and deepen organically. The notion that faster is better, or that increased speed equates to superior performance, is a deeply entrenched misconception, particularly prevalent among men, and it stands in direct opposition to the reality of potent female arousal. The pinnacle of sexual gratification is not found in the frantic tempo of activity, but rather in the subtle ebb and flow of stimulation, the exquisite rhythm that builds anticipation and prolongs the exquisite sensations. This is the domain of deliberate pacing, of a mindful cadence that allows the partner to fully inhabit and savor each moment of arousal. Therefore, the true secret to unlocking this powerful center of pleasure lies not in physical might, but in a finely tuned understanding of its delicate nature and a commitment to a more sensitive, patient, and deliberate approach. This shift in perspective and technique can transform the entire intimate experience, elevating it from a simple act to a profound journey of shared sensation and connection. The initiation of any intimate encounter should commence with a deliberate and unhurried pace, a gentle exploration that gradually builds momentum rather than overwhelming the senses. This initial slowness is not a sign of timidity or lack of desire, but rather a strategic approach designed to heighten anticipation and allow for a deeper immersion into the experience. Following this delicate beginning, the rhythm can be thoughtfully and progressively increased, introducing a more energetic flow of stimulation. However, the key to sustained excitement and prolonged pleasure lies in the dynamic variation of this pace. It is not about maintaining a constant high-octane tempo, but about introducing deliberate ebbs and flows. Periods of increased intensity followed by moments of gentle decrease, and even strategic pauses that allow for heightened anticipation before resuming. This dynamic interplay is what keeps the partner's body responsive and engaged. If the stimulation remains monotonous, the body's receptive capacity can plateau, leading to a diminished response. Therefore, the art lies in an attentive and intuitive adjustment of speed and pressure, a responsiveness that is guided by observation and understanding. It is imperative to actively feel, to intuitively grasp, and to meticulously observe your partner's subtle cues. The rhythm of her breathing, the minute shifts in her body's posture, the involuntary movements that betray her escalating pleasure. This heightened awareness is what truly differentiates an ordinary encounter from an extraordinary one, transforming you from a mere participant into a skilled artisan of intimacy. The focus should never be solely on the act itself, as if it were an isolated event. Rather, the entire spectrum of interaction is of paramount importance. The tender touch, the unspoken connection through eye contact, the sharing of emotions. All these elements coalesce to create a holistic experience. When the sole objective is personal satisfaction, the potential for your partner's complete fulfillment is inherently limited. Conversely, when the shared happiness and satisfaction of both individuals are the guiding principle, the outcome is invariably more profound and mutually rewarding, fostering a deeper bond and a more enduring sense of connection. The conclusion of an intimate encounter, much like its inception, is a critical juncture that is regrettably and frequently mishandled, often leading to a premature dissipation of the shared intimacy and a loss of potential for lasting connection. The act of immediately separating or turning away once personal satisfaction is achieved, followed by an almost immediate descent into sleep, signals a jarring halt to the emotional and physical communion that has just transpired. This abrupt withdrawal can leave the partner feeling unacknowledged, objectified, or even abandoned, negating the profound sense of closeness that had been cultivated. True intimacy extends far beyond the immediate physical release. It encompasses the tender moments that follow, the lingering touch, the gentle embraces, and the quiet closeness that allows for a shared reflection on the experience. These post-coital moments are not mere epilogues. They are integral to solidifying the emotional bond and fostering a lasting sense of connection and affection. The lingering touch, the whispered endearments, the simple act of holding one another close, all contribute to a powerful and enduring emotional imprint on the partner's psyche. This sustained intimacy after the act itself is what truly strengthens the relationship, weaving a tapestry of shared vulnerability and deep emotional resonance. Moreover, and often overlooked, is the fundamental importance of hygiene. While it may seem like a minor detail in the grand scheme of intimate connection, its impact is undeniably significant. Cleanliness is not solely a matter of preventative health or the avoidance of potential discomfort for the partner. It is also a potent contributor to self-confidence and an enhanced sense of readiness and presence. When one is clean, fresh, and feels well prepared, their approach to intimacy is inherently more assured, and their partner is more likely to feel comfortable, relaxed, and receptive to their advances. This attention to detail signals a level of care and consideration that extends beyond the purely physical, demonstrating a holistic commitment to the well-being and enjoyment of both individuals. In the final analysis, the ultimate victory in the arena of intimacy is not attained through sheer physical strength or a relentless pursuit of a rapid conclusion. It is achieved rather through a profound understanding of one's partner, a deep respect for her feelings and desires, and the skillful application of techniques that prioritize mutual pleasure and connection. The man who demonstrates this level of empathy, who invests the time to truly comprehend and cater to his partner's unique needs, and who consistently prioritizes her well-being and satisfaction, is the true master of intimacy, the one who cultivates an enduring and deeply fulfilling relationship. Therefore, the next time you find yourself in a moment of closeness with your partner, endeavor to set aside any inclination towards haste. Instead, dedicate ample time to the preliminary stages of connection and sensation. Allow yourselves to truly feel, to explore, and to connect on a deeper level. For it is within these unhurried moments that the foundations of authentic and lasting satisfaction are laid. Hello. If you have found the information presented here to be valuable and insightful, please consider sharing it with others. True knowledge, particularly in the realm of human connection and intimacy, serves as the bedrock upon which happy, strong, and resilient relationships are built. By disseminating these principles, we can contribute to a broader understanding and foster a culture of more mindful and fulfilling intimate experiences for all.